Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Ridgeback Productions. I am a professional voiceover artist for, long time. And I work with voiceover talents just like you. If you're interested in getting in the business or you've done it for a while, to help your business grow or generate some more income, what I do is I provide a lot of services. One of them that I provide is gig reviews. So, talents send me a link to their Fiverr gig or UpWork gig, and I look at it. I give my fresh thoughts on it before I've even looked at it to give an idea, and then we kind of go from there. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I get emails from talents that want me to look at it, and this is going to be from, so sorry if I pronounce this incorrect. I believe it's Farhaan. Either way, gosh, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Let's have a look at his Fiverr gig profile. All right, so what we got here is his title is I Will Deliver Professional Male Neutral English Voiceover. I like the title. It says professional, says male, neutral English voiceover. I'm curious what neutral means. Neutral for you might mean something different than what the typical buyer looks at. So the way that I do this is I go at this as if I'm a buyer who's never seen your gig, which I haven't seen your gig. And I'm just going to give you the fresh look of what I really think based on what a buyer would probably be thinking. So neutral to me is it's unidentifiable. You can't tell where the English accent is from. So if someone hears a neutral English voice, they don't know, is that from United States? Is that British? Is that Australian? What is that? Neutral English accent is very hard. I don't even have that. Most people hear my accent, they know I'm from the United States. And very specifically, they can tell that I'm West Coast California. I just have that tone, and that's okay. I'm good with that. That's kind of like my dialect, I guess they would call it. I'm curious if you have that neutral voice. I'm gonna just take a guess and assume no, because not a lot of people do. But we'll get to that in a minute when we look at your demo. Okay, your summary is 1-day delivery, 2 revisions, $15 for 150 words. I think it's too much. As a new seller, which is what you are, as a new seller, your currency isn't to make money. Your currency is to actually get a lot of orders. You want Fiverr to see that you can get an order, deliver an order, and make your buyer happy by giving you a 5-star review. How you do that is I compare it to fishing. You want your bait to be appealing. So for right now, to get a lot of orders, you need to charge less. You need to charge $5, and I would up that word count to 200 words or 250 words. You want these buyers to come straight to you because you're cheap, but you're going to provide excellent service, so they're going to keep coming back, and a lot of people are going to order from you. Then you grow up in the levels, and then you can start charging more. All right, I'm looking at your gig thumbnail, and I think it's too busy. You have way too many brands on here, and your picture is smaller. Your picture should occupy 50% to about 66%. That's a lot of the total image size. You have a lot of brands. It's very busy. It's hard to see in the gig gallery. When a buyer is looking for people to hire, the thumbnails are much smaller, and I'm looking at your thumbnail relatively large, and I could only imagine on a smaller scale, it's going to be even more busy. Second thing that I'm concerned about is this is a lot of big brands: LinkedIn, Google, eBay. I'm sure there's other big brands. I just don't know them. BMW, I don't know them, but that they're probably likely big, which is why you're doing that. You're either doing it to flex and say that you've worked with them, and you either have or you haven't, or I'm not sure what you're doing. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I've had buyers tell me they don't care about the brands. And the truth is, you're really, really hurting yourself if you have brands on there that are not in your demo. Because if it's not in your demo, why are you putting it there? No one's impressed by logos because there's no guarantee that you've worked for them. I'm just saying that's just my initial thoughts. I'm going to play your demo. I don't know how well it's going to be. It might be a little bit glitchy. If it's glitchy, I apologize. I won't go very long with it. Let's see.
Regardless of the major changes in Qatar's cultural and social fabric due to the rapid development in different fields, Qatar never gave up on its mission to preserve the Qatari identity. So, how important...
All right, two things. One, this is not a neutral English voiceover. This is definitely a thick, heavy accent. I wouldn't put neutral English. So your title says neutral English. Your gig thumbnail says neutral English voiceover. As a buyer, I came to you because I want a neutral English voiceover, and it's in your title, it's in your gig. As soon as I hear it, I'm out of there because it's not what I'm looking for. I'm not saying you don't have a great voice. You do have a great voice, actually. And I'm sure you can make a lot of money in this industry, but nobody's going to hire you when you're saying you're neutral English and you're not neutral English. What you think might be neutral English to you is not what the industry considers neutral. Neutral is it's unidentifiable. You can't tell where it's from. And many people want that because they want their commercial, documentary, promotion, whatever, to translate across everywhere. I don't have it, you don't have it. It's nothing to be sad about. It's just you don't have it. You don't say you have a neutral English. You don't. I'm sorry. Second thing I'm noticing is this is not a video. It should be a video. Fiverr says it's 45, 60%. More likely a buyer's going to hire you when you have a video. You don't have a video. This is also not a demo reel. I want to hear options of what you can do. So now I'm going to scrub through and see if hopefully we can hear something different than what sounds like documentary voice.
Important is protecting identity. Local talents are working hard to not only Mama Stadium, which hosted best that His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani special occasions in Qatar, and other growth is grassrooted in the Qatari.
All right, I love it, but this sounds like a documentary, and even if it is 5 or 6 different reels of different things, it's not. There's no difference in tone. They all sound the same. And I can tell you, I don't hear Google, BMW. I don't hear any of these big brands on your thumbnail. I'm not saying you haven't done it. I believe that you have. I don't know you, but if you're going to put a brand on your thumbnail, which I wouldn't, I would only do it if it's in your demo. Okay, let's hear your other demo. I'm really curious. Please, please, please have something different than that same tone I just heard.
Welcome to Qatar, a thriving...
Dude, you have a great voice. Target documentaries. This is a great documentary voice. I'm going to scrub through this really quick, but I have a feeling it's the same.
Fuel in the Middle East. Meters estimated to reach 6. The mainstay of the whale threaten their supports to preserve and develop to overcome them.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just scrubbing through, and it's the same thing I do for talent that come to me that don't speak English, and I can still review a gig based on just tone. If the tone and inflection all sound the same, which these do, then that's a big, strong recommendation is you need to change that. Buyers want to hear options. You're not providing options. Okay, let's go down. About this gig, I've been in the business of entertainment media for 20 years. Awesome. Worked for this, done this. Cool. All your experience should be in your demo. Don't advertise all documentary stuff unless you've only done documentary stuff. But if you've only done documentary stuff, then why are you saying that you'll do explainer, phone greetings, radio, TV? It's all the same, man. You got to give options of what you can do if people are going to hire you for different things. No background noise. I agree. Delivered, polished, broadcast ready. Yep, it sounds good. It just sounds the same. And that's the biggest thing I would change to help you get hired more. Definitely want to give more. Accent, English, Indian, you're right, it is. But that's great. It sounds great, man. You have a great voice. It's just very, very specific to that tone. You do that. You do what you do very well. If I was a buyer, I'd want to know that you can do more than that, though. Yeah, I mean, that tone fits for all of this. You're right. I would just change your title, target documentary, or target, I don't know, call it calming, relatable voice, or call it something different than neutral English. It's not neutral English. Okay, I see your portfolio. You probably have some stuff in there. 1-day delivery. Yeah, again, I just honestly, I would change the word count. Full broadcast rights for $5. You kind of have it backwards. You want to charge $5 and then you can charge more for broadcast rights. And then there's a lot of options that you should be taking advantage of in these order details. Proofreading, media bed or music bed, video sync. There's a lot of stuff you could do that you could be charging for, live directed sessions, all that stuff. I would do that. I don't see FAQs. You should use all the FAQs. Anything Fiverr gives you the option of using, use it. And I don't see it. You got your tags. That's good. Your tags should not repeat any words that are in your title or description. You have a lot of gigs. Your options are out there. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's put it back to fishing. If this was fishing, you have a lot of fishing rods out there, but none of them are attracting fish because you haven't done enough with each of those rods. Fill out one gig completely, all the FAQ, all the tags, great description, great demo. Man, make that thing so dialed in, then you make more gigs. What's the takeaway? Because I always like to leave you with a takeaway. The biggest takeaway, I would change the title and the description. And then a close second to that would be your thumbnail is way too busy. Make it just big, man. Big with just font of what you do. And that what you do is not neutral English because you don't have neutral English. But you are a calming, relatable voice. That could be good. I would also lower the price, and then you're going to start getting some more buyers. There's a lot to work with, man. You got a great voice, dude. You have a great voice, and I think with the right attention and the right help, you can do well, man. And whether I'm that person or I'm not that person, that's okay. I'd be happy to help you. I'm happy to help any of you, you know. Most likely what we were, the next step would be to get on a 1-hour video conference together, and we really dial this in. And I've done this for so many talents and it's really helped them out, but that's what it takes. But you got to do, you know, it doesn't have to be me, but anyways, if you do want it to be me, if you look in the description below, there's a link to get this gig review from me, or you could just straight up order the 1-hour session and we can hook up together and do that. So I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get something out of this and I hope it does help you. I think you have a great voice. I really do. Just, you got to make some tweaks and get some help if you're interested in getting more help. And you could really grow your Fiverr page because I could see you've been on Fiverr for a while and you deserve to have more work done. So anyways. All right. Awesome, guys. Thanks for checking in with the video. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe and all that stuff. Helps the algorithm. Helps me tremendously. Tremendous. Little effort on your part, huge impact for me and my business. So I appreciate that. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. See ya.